lose my focus. I don't want to sound crazy, but that just happened with the police and that going past. That was on purpose. I don't want to elaborate on it because I'm going to lose you with the story. You're going to think I'm crazy. So this is what happened at the airport. Can't believe it. Then my brother and them, all of a sudden, they're like this. Like they're disgusted with me. You know what I'm saying? My mum and them are leaving now. They're leaving without me. We were all supposed to go together. It's like everybody's found an excuse to isolate me and bully me and leave me. So now my mum and Noel are going. They're going over east. They've left me to the system. The system is fucking bullying the crap out of me. Everywhere I go, 24/7, they're talking to me, communicating with me and bullying me. 24/7. And I keep living my life every day being bullied. So now my mum and them are going. They isolating me. They're gone. It's like they're finding an excuse to leave me behind. They want to pretend they're disgusted with me or some shit like that. Anyway, let's carry on with the story. There's so much to talk about emotionally that I don't want to talk about it I don't want to talk about how I feel emotionally, because then I'll lose the story with you guys. So I'm trying not to get on the emotional side of things. I'm just trying to tell you what's been going on. So they left. We said goodbye to them. Now Byron is acting like a complete fucking idiot. Noel gave me $20 for parking. No, Mum or Noel gave me $20. Now Byron was, before we left outside of the airport, Byron's acting fucking strange now. He's walking me to this store. Yeah, he's pretending like he's lost now. We're walking there. He's just standing around like an idiot. He's trying to make me feel like an idiot. And now I realized what he was doing. He was trying to piss me off. Hey, unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. Now we get to the machine where we got to pay for parking. And now I'm broke. I'm on the dole because of fucking them. And because of my fake friends, family, Haley, my ex-wife, fucking everybody. Employment places bully me. Everybody bully me. I'm unemployed, broken on the dole. So that $20 now means a lot to me. Now Byron's fighting and arguing with me. He doesn't want to pull out money now. He doesn't want to pull out money to pay for parking. Hey, and he's acting like he's drunk and making these excuses. Hey, fucking he was making me nar. And he was doing it all on purpose. He was making me absolutely fucking nar. He wanted me to hit him. In 2015, my mother done the same thing to me. She kept pissing me off and making like she's going to hit me. She wanted me to beat her up, right? So they can have an excuse to put me in jail or whatever because of what they thought I am. Armed robber, criminal, rapist, pedophile. My brother's doing the same now in 2017. See, my mum and them have gone now. So they're not going to see me. They've isolated me. They've left me. This is my family disowning me. Now my brother's trying to fight with me. And he's trying to make me hit him, right? Even in the car on the way back home to pick up the car. He's fucking just talking absolute shit to me, huh? Hey, he was frustrating me so much in the car park. I fucking looked at him and said, he's really pushing my fucking buttons, huh? And I thought, you know what? I know what you're doing. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go for now. He was trying to get me to beat him up, or to hit him, or fight with him. The reason being is so he doesn't have to associate or see me anymore, him and his wife. This is what they were doing. This is my family getting rid of me. Yeah. My mum and them have gone now. They've been fucking bullying me, treating me like shit. Now they've gone. My brother's trying to get me to beat him up so he can have nothing to do with me now. So I'm left to the system to get bullied. Huh? I'm getting bullied by people I don't even fucking know who they are. In the TV and the system, the police, the mental health system and doctors here. That's who I think they are. That's besides homeless people, society, and drug dealers and everybody bullying me. That's besides them. They minions bullying me. You know what I'm saying? It's these people that are communicating with me through the TV, the stereo, and up here. Because I can hear them 24/7. They always talking rubbish to me, yeah? Through technology. So now my brother wanted me to beat him up so he doesn't have to associate with me again. So he'll be gone out of my life. My mother and them are gone out of my life. Now I'm left to myself. Because they all acted like they're looking after me or doing favors for me. They helped my demise. They're part of the reason I'm here. Unemployed, broken on the dole, living from paycheck to paycheck. I couldn't believe it when I found this out, man. When I realized this. And my brother Rudy was coming out of jail now. So that's another reason too why he wanted me to fight with him. I'm going to tell you about Rudy's story a little later. For now, I'll keep it to my story. So now Rudy's coming out of jail. And I realized, well, like I told you, they thought I had something to do with the armed robbery that Rudy had done. I had absolutely nothing to do with it, and I didn't even know what he was doing. And I told these people on the TV that when Rudy comes out, I'm going to ask him and I'm going to tell him. Because these people listen to me in my house, and watch me through my TV and all that. So I said to them, I'm going to tell Rudy, I'm going to ask him the question here in front of everybody. And that's what I was telling the people. So now, Byron organized with me to go pick Rudy up. Last year, August or something like that, 12th or something like that. So we made a plan to go together to pick Rudy up. So the day comes. Okay, I'll tell you a little story about Rudy being in jail. When Rudy first went to jail, right, and beat up my mother, me and Byron made a pact to go see Rudy together. Byron broke that pact. He left me at home and he went to see Rudy himself. You know how offended I was. I was so fucking disappointed. Byron never took me to see Rudy once. I wasn't that worried about seeing Rudy. But Byron never told me when he's going to see Rudy or... Yeah, he never said to me when he's going to go see Rudy. Because I don't have a ride and I don't have a car to go see him. So my brother never took me to see him once. Because apparently they think I had something to do with the robbery or whatever. I'm not sure. We'll have to ask him. We'll still find out the reasons. Because nobody's talking the same shit. So Byron never took me to see him when he beat up my mother. He never took me at all during the 4 years Rudy was in jail, right? Now we plan to go pick Rudy up together. Rudy's coming out of jail. The fucking day comes. I call Byron up. Hey, how's it? Say, where are you? Fucking Byron he went down south to pick Rudy up the night before and he slept down there. And this whole time I'm waiting for him to come pick me up, to go pick my brother up. You know how fucking offended I was? I can't even explain how fucking offended I am with my brother. You know how fucking pissed I was, And he just pretends like it's okay. He just carries on like it's okay. I was fucking mad. But now it's conflicting because I'm so fucking mad at him but my brother's coming out. Now they're coming over to my house now. So I've got to put my fucking emotions aside because I've got to be happy my brother's come out, Rudy. Hey, he's put me in positions that are just unfair and it's not okay. And he acts like they're just okay. Hey, so Rudy comes out. So now I got him here, I got his passport, this and that, I got all Rudy's stuff. So my stereo's here, and we were standing here in this lounge. And I said to Rudy, hey, you remember that time, when I took you down to Bentley, and I thought you were going to Sarie's house, when you done that armed robbery and all that. Now Rudy's standing here and he's saying to me, no, you weren't there. You weren't there now. Now he's lying to me now. He's lying to me. I know, I was disappointed. They both fucking lying to me now. I was disappointed. So now he doesn't want to admit that I had nothing to do with the robbery. Or he doesn't want to admit that I drove the car to drop him off and I didn't know that. So now he's lying. Because these people in the TV and all that are watching and listening to me. That's why I asked him here. Because I was telling the people I had nothing to do with that armed robbery. I know the fucking story about that armed robbery. Unintentionally, I was the driver of the fucking car. Because he didn't tell me what he was going to do or where he was going. I thought he's going to his friend Sarie's house. Now he's saying I wasn't there. Because this was proof to everybody that I wasn't involved. So now he's trying to say I wasn't there. So now I've lost Rudy to the system as well. The system's got everybody bullying me. My own family has turned against me and been bullying me. Rudy spent 4 years in jail, not because he beat up my mother. I'm going to tell you a story on Rudy, but not now, because this is about me. I'll tell you the reason why Rudy spent 4 years in jail. Because he's been shafted and fucked over, and so have I. Anyway. But it's not because he beat up my mother. You don't spend 4 years in jail for making a mistake, beating up your mother, being remorseful about it. You know what I'm saying? And spend 4 years in jail. Because when he done an armed robbery, he spent 2 years in jail. He was supposed to do 4. Now he beats up his mother and he's sorry for it. He spent 4 years in jail. Doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't think so. But I'll tell you why he spent 4 years in jail on a later video. So that day he came out. And anyway, I took him to my dad's house. And we never really saw each other much. Because people are keeping him out of my life. People are keeping everyone out of my life, isolating me. Now, Byron again. Now, after I realized everything, I was thinking to myself, so my Cortina, what happened to my Cortina? Because I gave it to my brother for nothing. He said he was just going to pay the overdue storage fees. So I got nothing for my Cortina. HOMESWEST fucking took my Sonata, fucked it up. The locks and all that there to move it. While I was in jail, I came out, it was gone. I finally regretfully gave my brother that Cortina. So this time last year, about August, I was thinking, hey, my Cortina, what happened to it? Let me ask Byron. Because I found out how I've lost everything in my life. And my brother's been bullying me. And I asked him, I said, so where's our Cortina? He said, what happened to the Cortina? And he comes over one day and he's like, hey, my chair, my vrouw. Hey, he's this, that, blah, blah, blah now. Because I wanted to know, where is it? I realized all of a sudden, fuck, where is my Cortina that I regretfully sold you? You know, that car used to be my home. When he kicked me out of his house in 2007 or 8, that Cortina was my home. I was living out of my car. You know that ad you hear on TV? Living at the back of your car. That's the system bullying me. But I'm going to leave that for now. I'll come to that later. So that Cortina was my home for a while, and I loved that car. The first time I wanted to do it up, I was going to do it up. Child support bullied me, took all my money. The second time I had to move out to a new house, it cost me $8,000. This Cortina, the system has had my fucking electronic gadgets hacked. My Facebook page has been hacked, everything, right? There was a guy called Leon Conway. I was trying to get in touch with him over the years because I met him at Wandamara mine site, and he does up cars, T bucket Fords and all that kind of stuff, and he's got a property out in the country somewhere. He told me I can keep my car there, my Cortina, and he'll do it up for me, and I can pay him or whatever, right? So I was looking for Leon Conway on Facebook for a couple of years. One time I was looking for him and I found his company, but there was no phone number or nothing. The system knew that I was looking for him to do up my Cortina, and they blocked me. The system has had my internet hacked for years, since Haley. Everything that I see on the internet is orchestrated there specifically for me. It's what they want out of me that they put on the internet for me. So they blocked me from finding Leon Conway to leave my car with him because I wouldn't have to pay storage fees. You see, they've just been putting me in hard positions and making my life hard and bullying me. So I couldn't find Leon Conway. So I had to pay storage fees for my car, and I couldn't get my car done up. I could have got it done up bit by bit at his property. And I realized that the system had blocked me from getting into contact with Leon Conway. They put Dylan Alexander, John Conway on my Facebook page to confuse me. This is a whole nother story. I'm going to tell you about this later. But the system blocked me from having my Cortina done up. Because they knew that's what I wanted to do, and they knew the guy that I knew to do it up, Leon Conway. Look at him. That's another thing that fucking pissed me off when I realized that. And my brother's trying to... He can't tell me what he's done with my Cortina. He can't tell me. Even I asked him the other week. He kicked me out of his house. He couldn't tell me what he'd done with my car. He can't tell me up until this day. He won't tell me. That's how much of a man he is. After he fucks up my life, takes my fucking property. He hustled that Cortina off me for nothing. That thing meant a fucking lot to me. And now he can't tell me what he's done with it. You know how I felt? This is last year, August. You know how I felt? And you know what happened? This all comes over, That same week I found all this out about my Cortina. You know what this all does? He fucking comes over, with a fucking racing spec WRX, for himself, his toy. Hey, you know how that made me feel? Like in my face. You know how that made me feel? Everyone's bullying me. My life is in fucking tax, unemployed on the dole and broke. I'm a qualified tradesman. No one's employing me. People have accused me of being a rapist, a pedophile, pervert, and everything. This shit with my brother, Rudy. This shit with my brother, Byron, my mum and them. My car, it meant so much to me. He comes over with a fucking racing spec WRX Impreza, and that used to be one of my favorite cars that I wanted. And the system's taken my jobs, my houses, my cars, my construction jobs away from me. My $500,000 investment. You know how I felt? I can't explain. I can't tap into it. I can't tap into how I really feel. I've left it in a place that I can't go there. I can't tap into how I really feel because it's too deep and it hurts too much. You know how I felt. He still can't tell me what he done with the Cortina. He came over with a racing spec WRX. He said, vroom, 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 vroom. Yeah, to my boys. Check out my cab. Check this out, check that out. People are treating me like absolute shit, like a piece of shit and a pedophile. Whew! Hey. Just killed me, yeah. Just killed me. Anyway, back to the story. These people over the years, they kept saying to me, ISOBEL, Lee, MUNROE. Now, ISOBEL I thought they're talking about, because I was seeing some drug dealers, right? The system knew, police, everybody knows the whole system. They haven't been touched. They live in great lives. They're flourishing in their lives. Anyway. So ISOBEL, the one dealer around here, I thought that's who they're talking about, ISOBEL. Lee. Lee's a guy from the flats. I thought that's who they're talking about, Lee. MUNROE. Kate MUNROE was Rudy's missus. MUNROE, I thought they were talking about her. I'll tell you what happened. One day I thought, let me go see where's this place Rudy told me to drop him off when he done that armed robbery.